Let's go. Make room.
Welcome to the Dream Chasers Podcast, where ambition meets action. Strap in as your host guides you on a journey filled with stories of tenacity, hustle, and the triumphs of those who dare to chase their dreams. Whether you're guiding towards your first milestone or looking for that next big leap, this is the place for inspiration, insights, and unstoppable motivation. Let's get into today's episode and turn dreams into reality. This is the Dream Chasers Podcast.
Welcome to the Dream Chasers Podcast. Y'all got her in the studio for the first time in a long time. It took me, I think she was still trying to get out of it. She might still try to leave, y'all. So, she was, as usual, she came up in here taking over stuff, rewriting everything and doing this and doing that. So I'm going to go ahead on and I'm going to let her introduce herself.
Hello, everybody. Good evening. My name is Latina. A lot of people may know me by P-Shud. I am Chris's wife.
Definitely my wife. Definitely my wife. Okay, look, we're going to start this off by... Look, she going to try to say it went this way or it happened that way. I'm going to jump and she probably going to say something. I'm going to jump. Okay, look, we talking about how we first met and everything. So everybody that's tuning in right now, Black Love, how we first met and everything. So I'm gonna say this part, but then I'm gonna go back. I told her she was my girlfriend. She gonna say no. I told her she was my girlfriend. Okay, one of my partners came from school, like quit school, Acadiana High School. Hey, look, green and gold forever, man. Acadiana High School. My partner told me, man, they got a woman that come from California, man, and she in a couple of your classes too. Man, I go to school. My sister Barbara told me, I bet you can't. She said, I'm gonna give you $100 if you go back to school. When I go back to school, they call my name for roll. So that was last hour or homemade? First hour. I see her in there, and then we had homemade together last hour. And look, as soon as I saw her, I said, man, that's gonna be my wife, man. So she's sitting right here. She gonna tell y'all something totally different. Listen, don't believe nothing she's saying. Believe what I'm saying. Now I'm just messing around. Go ahead, baby.
So, Acadiana High. I'm sitting in class. I walk in the classroom to the front of the class. Told the teacher who I was. He told me to take the seat. Just take a seat. There's a desk right there. So I sat in the desk. Well, he's the bell ringing and everything. He's talking, and all of a sudden the classroom door just swings open. So I look back and I said to myself, well, look at this clown.
Y'all don't believe it. Y'all don't believe it.
He swung the door open, like, first off, giving me Menace to Society vibes.
Hello, Dana.
Like, really, you just swung that door open up that hard. And he walks in like he this big Billy Bag somebody. And I'm like, okay. So fine. We get through that. Comes to find out, I'm in another class with this clown. Walks in the class. Now, mind y'all, this is really like my first week. So I'm really getting used to the school. Moving from Cali to back home was a little different because that's where I started high school. So I'm sitting in the class. I get walks in the class. No teacher is in the class, first of all. Everybody just all over the place.
You about to say everything?
It's loud. Yes, I am. We're going to say this tonight. We're going to say everything. We're going to speak the truth.
Hey, y'all telling y'all don't want to hear everything.
So I'm here.
Telling y'all don't want to hear everything, y'all. Y'all don't want to hear everything.
Come on here. I'm here. So I'm sitting and, I'm just watching everybody run all crazy. And I'm looking around and I'm like, well, where is the teacher? Where is the teacher? All of a sudden, he comes running from the back. He come running from the back with boxes of candy and whatnot. Everybody running out of the class. I mean, out
Hey, Sherelle.
Classroom. Hello. Running out of the classroom with boxes of candies. I said, well, what's going on? They're giving away free candies back there. He's going to stop to my desk and he's going to say, you can go take some too if you want to. I look at him, he ran out the door. Said to myself, no, I'm not. First of all, I don't even see a teacher in here. So I know y'all stealing candy.
What's up, cuz?
So they were stealing boxes of candy. Yes, if y'all had a lot of boxes of candies came up missing in about 90.
No, that wasn't 90.
Yes, it was. 92.
Mm. Oh, 92?
92, no, 91, because we came back in 91. 91. But anyways, so
Sherelle, don't believe that, Sherelle. Don't believe that.
my cousin told me, well, they got the Dollar Cinema. We can go to the Dollar Cinema. I've never been to the Dollar Cinema before. So I said, well, okay, let's go. We go to the Dollar Cinema. First of all, it's him in a group, another group of clowns with him. My cousin Keisha is the type, she likes to laugh, she likes to joke, she likes to clown. So she liked it, one of the guys with them, that he was with them. So now she's really showing off.
Right up my ass.
She's doing everything.
Right up my ass.
So they come to put us out of the movies. This fool gonna turn around and tell them people, I ain't with them, I don't even know who they is. So my cousin go holler, oh, you don't know who they is? You don't know who we is, Chris? You don't know who we is? Oh, no, I don't know who they is. Well, they put him out right along with us. Killing part about this, I wasn't laughing, I wasn't doing nothing. I got put out the movies. Now, mind you, you like me, you're pushing up on me, but you just told the people, you don't know who I am. You don't know who I am. You didn't want to get put out of that Dollar Cinema with me and my cousin, and y'all was the ones clowning, and you said you didn't know who I am.
Y'all don't believe that, y'all. Y'all don't believe that, y'all. Y'all don't believe that. So I tell Keisha, I said, look, you like my dog, so hook me up with your cousin. Keisha said, okay. Keisha said, okay. Y'all rode back with us that night?
Mm-mm.
How y'all got back?
I think we did follow up.
Was that the night Kevin really want to get in the car?
Mm-hmm.
Then eventually he got in the car.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we brought him back and everything. Y'all, listen, y'all. Listen to this, bro. Listen to this and listen to this good. Man, that woman didn't want to go nowhere with me for about 2 months. Didn't want to come outside, talk to me. None of that, bro.
Y'all gave me Minister Society vibes.
Man.
I just knew he wasn't right in it. I knew he wasn't right in it. My cousin begged, come on, I want to go with you. I want to go with you. Well, that's your business. You go. Go, because they kept going. We kept going. We kept meeting up to the Dollars. Then in class, he's sticking me with pens for homework.
Y'all look, listen, I'm going to school. I'm dressed. I'm going. I went the $100 that I won from Barbara. I went buy me some Sam's clothes. I'm after this little woman, man.
Lo and behold, y'all, I gave in.
That's because I told you was my girlfriend.
I gave in, y'all. I gave in.
Y'all look, I told her she was my girlfriend.
Many a times I wanted to kill him. Many a times. I actually put going to Acadiana High.
Why?
To get away from him.
No.
To get away from him.
Y'all look, listen. Look, we have grown from this, and we really won. We're a couple, you know. We're not perfect, you know. We make mistakes. I want look. We have problems. I don't want nobody to think that we don't have no problems. And we on here to let y'all know that no matter what you go through, you still got to keep on pushing.
Hey, Dana.
You still got to.
Hey, Sinead.
You still got to keep on pushing. Sherelle, don't believe that, Sherelle, what she's saying. Believe what I'm saying.
Yo. The first 10 years of my life with this man. Oh, it was
only 10?
The grace. I'm speaking on the first 10 years.
Okay, we're going to speak on the first 10 right now.
Yes, Lord.
Okay.
Yo.
So look, I want to say this. Any woman that I have caused any pain to, I apologize. That's coming from my heart, sincere, because I have caused pain to a lot of women. I'm gonna be honest. I'm being totally honest. I was in the streets selling drugs. Oh, what's up? Selling drugs and doing this and doing that, and this woman actually changed my life. She actually changed my life because she was so solid. She was so solid, and man, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing that with this woman, doing this with that woman, and listen, I'm laughing today. She ain't had no problems with pulling up.
I was the type back in the day, listen. I had my little boyfriends. If they did something wrong, you get cut off. It's dry. For me, look, I'm good in my room. I was good with a good book, and I was content with being by myself. So none of that didn't faze me. Being outside didn't faze me like that. It didn't. Hey, Lacey, didn't faze me like that.
What's up,
so
Lacey?
Turn around and come with him. As many times as I tried to cut him off, I actually did once. Once for a few months, for about maybe 6 months. And he was right back again, y'all.
Right back.
Right back again.
Right back.
But I'm saying all this to say this. I tried to cut him off, but I couldn't. It's like God wanted me to be there. I tried to leave. He always came back, and when he came back, he came back with the right things. And then I ended up getting pregnant. So that took the cake.
Oh, it's over now.
When I had my first son, that was the finisher. And like I said, in the first 10 years, he gave me a run for my money. That he did. I wasn't this little female that was like, okay, she stuck up. You do something wrong, she just gonna stop talking, tell you. It wasn't that easy with
yes, Lacey.
It wasn't. And basically what I did was I seen a lot of good in him. I seen the man that he could have been if he only wanted to be there. That's what I see. He ran the streets, he messed with this one and that one. I prayed hard.
I used to come back home, and I got a prayer. She got a prayer for me on the ice box. So I'm drinking my juice before I go back in the bed, and she got the stove light on, and I see my name, in the prayer. So I read it, and while I'm in the street, she praying for me. She actually, I'm talking about, look, I probably have been home in 2 days, and she praying for me.
My mother-in-law played a big part in it, and my aunt as well.
Yeah, definitely.
The best thing about my mother-in-law is she didn't sugarcoat. She didn't hide. Like, she wouldn't come downright out and tell me, oh, Chris is messing with somebody, or Chris, came riding down the street with somebody, none of that. But I can tell y'all, she kept it real. It came upon a time to where she was like, okay, Chris, who do you want coming here? Who do you want to be with? And he told her, and she said, well, that's the only woman I want coming to my house from this point on. She played a lot of part, because a major part in it, because I knew and I seen what she was instilling into him. So she was like, I don't want no other female coming over here. And anytime he did wrong, she would tell me, she said, look, go and find you a big man, a man that know how to fight. It's time for you to put your foot down. She said, don't worry, you're going to still be able to come over here. This mom house, you can pull up whenever you want and bring your boyfriend with you too. But she said one thing, just make sure you know how to fight while you run. So, yeah, she played a major part to where it's putting the foot down. And basically, that's how I am with my boys today. I took a lot from the elders in my family. I wouldn't tell no woman to stay in a situation that they're being physically abused, mentally, or emotionally.
No.
For me, I say this because I feel God is somebody out there for everybody. And love is not love is strong. And you don't just go off of what somebody's saying, I love you. I go off of actions. I want to feel that you love me. I felt that he loved me, but he also wasn't ready to give up the world. He also wasn't ready to give up all the females that he was dating. So on my mother-in-law's dying bed, she called me over. She called me up. She asked me to give her some water, and she whispered in my ear, and she told me, "Keisha, it's time for you to put your foot down." I didn't understood what she meant then, but as the years went by, I understood what she meant. Me standing up for myself when it came to Chris, demanding what I want. Either you're gonna love me the way I need you to love me, or it's time for you to go. And one day I just fell to my knees, and all this was going through my head, and I'm constantly, hearing her voice. I'm constantly hearing my own voice, and I just fell to my knees one day, and I just started praying. I'm like, God, I can't take this no more. I can't do it no more. You take this relationship, you do what you want to do with it, and if you see fit for it to come back, bring it back the way it's supposed to be, not the way that I want it to be, not the way that he wants it to be, but the way that I want it to be. I mean, the way that you want it to be, because I know if you giving it to us, it's gonna be right.
So now look, man, all this time I'm thugging in public. I'm thugging in public.
Good evening, Brent.
Good evening, Brent. Yes, Lisa. Yes, Lisa. I'm thugging in public. I'm doing this and I'm doing that. I'm wondering. I said, man, my mama talked to all my brothers and sisters, but when it came time to talk to me, she didn't talk to me. I'm thugging in public so much. When it was time for us to shoot out to Baton Rouge and go see my mom before she passed away, I had just got arrested that same day with a $30,000 bond. At my mom's funeral, I went to my mom's funeral with 15 staples in my head. And she was right there.
And y'all thought it was rough for me before? Oh, after she passed, it got rough.
Yes. So we're on the next 10 years?
Oh, yeah,
okay, so the first 10 years, now we're on the next 10 years.
It got rough.
Yes, I agree. It really got rough. It really got look.
Not coming home rougher. One thing I can honestly say about him, he knew how to get back in. And anytime he went out there, he made money, made a big profit. Oh, he was running home.
So now
that's where it comes from to why every dollar he makes, he got to give it to him. Because you don't start something and you can't finish it.
So wait, now check this out. Whoa, what's up, Janae? What's up, my brother? So check this out. Now, y'all just heard that's proof that she said I was bringing her a lot of money. You know, when I make it, I'm bringing it. Now, sometimes it was rough. I can't say that I just kept it consistent because sometimes it was rough. But I'm bringing it. All of a sudden, it might be rough for me for income tax, and she get her income tax and she giving me $50, y'all.
So did.
It's no way she's supposed to be giving me $50.
I'm pretty sure everybody knows that my husband had sold drugs before. I didn't give him money to flip. He was out there playing around with females. You live and you learn. The thing about it is, it don't take long for me to learn. You get 3 chances with me, and that's it.
I messed up all 3 chances.
All 3 chances, and quickly, y'all. Very, very quickly. So guess what? That came to a halt. You get nothing.
Whoa, what's up, bro?
Now I'm gonna make sure you eat. I'm gonna make sure your house stay clean. I'm gonna make sure you have a roof over your head. And I think that's fair enough with everything that you're doing out there in the streets. I'm gonna make sure your kids is taken care of. So, fine. Yes, on every income tax, he got $50. He would get mad because he would get $50, and when he would get his money, he would come home. I'm not giving you my money for you to go wine and dine no other female. I got children to take care of. If you want to go and wine and dine females and rent rooms and do all this other stuff, You gonna do it all daytime, day money, or you gonna go on that corner, you gonna go make that money. I can't stop you from doing what you want to do with your money. But my money is for me. Now, if you want to eat, I'm gonna feed you.
Okay, so y'all look, let me explain this to y'all for the people that just tuning in. We was on the first 10 years of our lives. We kind of ran through it. Now we all together, we've been together for 33 years. Now we're on the second 10 years of our lives. And my wife said that I gave trouble. Oh, listen. I'm the perfect gentleman. I'm the perfect. I was always the perfect gentleman. So and I said she would give me $50 for income tax, and that was it. And didn't care how I felt or nothing like that. I'm gonna say this, and this is for all the men and all the women. If you're in a relationship, my mom passed away, and I felt my wife, well, my girlfriend wasn't there for me. And I was mad at her and I was angry. But she was around us for so long, that was like a part of her that passed away also. So I was selfish. I was only worried about me dealing with something. And I wasn't worried about what she was dealing with. Because it's just like she lost her mom also. So I wanted her to pour something into me when she was empty. And that wasn't right. And you can ask her today. I still apologize today, and I'm gonna say it again, baby. I'm sorry. That'll never happen again. So when if your spouse parent ever pass away, cling to them, no matter which side it is. Cling to them and ask them how they feel. Even if it's your parent that passed away, ask your spouse how they feel.
And it just goes to show we can't be one-sided in
No.
relationships. Because a lot of times we be one-sided in a relationship. Either the man wants things to go the way he wanted to go, and the woman wants things to go the way they want it to go. You can't build a firm foundation that way.
No.
In order for a man and a woman to come together and build a firm foundation, they have to be on one accord. And how can you build a firm foundation if you're not on one accord? I want this to go this way. I want that to go that way. Sometimes we have to disagree to agree.
Yes. And look, listen, I can't correct her. She's her own woman. I can't correct her.
Sometimes I take a belt and I bring it to him. God, nah, I'm just kidding.
So I used to want her to think and feel how I think and feel. No, she's her own person. I can't do that. No, that's selfish. No, you can't. No, that's look. Listen, okay. I'm gonna break a few things down. If we going somewhere and a man tried to talk to her, and we had an incident where she broke it down to me, Lord, I don't need to talk about that incident because we might flip the table. She might flip the table. A man tries to talk to her. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not supposed to say that. Black Power couple. Thanks. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. I'm not supposed to say nothing or vice versa. Vice versa. Yeah, I understand. You lay down the law. Vice versa. If a man or a woman tries to talk to us, if it's me that they're trying to talk to, she's not supposed to say nothing. I'm supposed to correct that person. Because for the simple fact, she don't know if I really want to talk to that person. Me correcting that person lets her know, okay, you don't want to talk. You don't want to talk to her. Now, if that person keeps on, then she says something. Yeah. Vice versa. I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna let the man try to talk to her, and I'm gonna let her correct her. Now, if he keep on, that's when I step in. I don't want her to need me. I want her to want me. I want her to be able to make it without me. Because if she need me, once that need of me, look, you see, I felt that in my soul. Yeah, bro. And look, this is just our opinion on how we run our life, and you can.
Because everybody that know us,
Yeah.
everybody know what I done been through.
Yes.
Probably ain't seen my face too often in the streets. I'm pretty sure y'all heard.
So, once that need of a person is gone, that person is gone. It's over. Mm-hmm. But if you want me, if your spouse wants you, man, that want gonna be forever, man. You're not here because I need you. You're here because I want you to be here. I want her to know for a fact that she can make it without me. She want me to know that I can make it without her. But baby, I want you.
So we're gonna go ahead on it. We're gonna jump a little bit further into towards the end of this.
Yeah, because she told me, look, y'all, she told me I only got 30 minutes.
So he ends up coming home one night in the middle of the night. We moved. I told him, I said, we're moving. I'm gonna restart. I don't want none of this. I'm ready to move on with my life.
Just before you told me.
I don't want all the drama.
Just before you told me to get the drugs out?
Well, that's way out.
No, you gotta tell them when you see it about get the drugs out.
They don't need to know the drugs detail. They don't need to know. But anyways,
okay.
Can you drop me on the loop? Fine. The minute I drop him on the loop, don't answer his phone, y'all. I get no answer. No answer whatsoever. I say, okay, cool. He comes in. I let him do this for about maybe a week straight. I let him do it. Finally, he came in one night. He say, I'm done. He say, I ain't gonna do how you said I'm done with the streets. I'm gonna tell you where I was. He was open, he was honest. So fine, y'all. Couple of nights later, he gets up out the bed. Now, mind y'all, I'm mad because he hadn't answered the phone again. He got dropped off.
You was still mad?
Yes, because he hadn't answered the phone. Me and you was watching TV when you walk in the house. So, yo, I go in my room, I get down on my knees, I say my prayers. He's still standing up there talking. I didn't pay him no mind. I got in the bed, turned my back towards him, whatnot. About the wee hours of the morning, I hear him getting up. First, his phone ring.
I did that?
Oh, yeah, you did that. His phone rang first. He had his phone on the windowsill. He picked up the phone. Now, mind y'all, I'm mad and my back is turned, but he thought I was sleeping. I said, I just know this mother's not going to pick up this phone and walk out this room. I let him pick up the phone and walk out the room. Playboy even walked outside. Boy, when he heard my voice, he didn't know what to do with himself. I said, I don't know who you're on the phone with, but you might as well tell him to come pick you up right now because you're not coming back in my house. My brother-in-law was laying on the sofa. He said, "Shoot, I'm not opening up the door for him either. That's on him. You want to see the grass is green on the other side? Let him go see if the grass is green on the other side. I'm comfortable and I'm staying where I'm at." So, fine. From that day, we were separated for about 6 to 8 months.
Well, what's up, Jason, bro?
Separated for about 6 to 8 months. There was some trying times for the both of us. He wanted back home, mostly because now first Keisha wasn't going out. So I said, man, I'm feeling myself. I'm going on vacation. I'm going out. I'm enjoying myself. I'm going to live my life. I'm not taking him back. So he kept calling me, said, "Babe, what I got to do to come home? I want to come home." I said, I'm not going to tell you what you have to do to come home. You should know what you have to do to come home. So every time he would call, it would be the same thing. He would pull up. He going to set the house on fire. He going to blow my truck up. He going to do this and that. All of this stuff, y'all. I'm telling y'all, I was being harassed. And he would get the downturn every time. He would start talking crazy. I never not once not talked to him. Never not. I always did hear him out. And at the same time, I never stopped praying for him either. just because we had separated and I felt like, oh, I'm going to live my best life.
Let me say this. Y'all, look, listen. I don't know if y'all ever heard me say this. Let me show y'all how the Father works. I wasn't a Bible reader at all. Couldn't say not one scripture at all. Didn't know nothing about nobody. Yes, definitely. Hey, look, real quick, y'all still have, look, y'all still have time to donate with Jason Papio. Y'all inbox Jason Papio. Definitely, bro. Thanks. So she started texting me Bible scriptures. Look, she wanted me to change my life ASAP. And look, if I would have changed my life ASAP. No, meaning.
How many years that was?
No. Wait, hold on. Quick meaning quick. I always tell her she was born with a Bible in her hand. I always tell her that. Thank you for her prayers and everything. I didn't know nothing about that. I went to catechism and all of that. Yeah, went to St. Anthony Church and all of that. Yeah. She would text me Bible scriptures, and now I'm going to read it because I want to know. All of a sudden, it went on for so long. When I get to about that 5th month, oh, no, I'm tired of beating me up with these scriptures. I'm going to start reading the Bible, and I'm going to find something that I can send her. Ain't it funny? The things that the Father will use to make you change your life and come to Him. I'm thinking I'm reading a text, or I'm thinking I'm finna fuss with her through a text. But look what the Father done. He used us fussing and turned it around for the good.
Yes, Dana, I was determined to pull out the king that I knew that was in the inside of him. That's what I was determined to. Because being a provider wasn't a problem for him. That wasn't a problem for him at all. I mean, he did some things to make sure we had, so that wasn't a problem. The problem was him seeing the person and the man that he really could have been. So yes. To say this, we separated for a little while, y'all. We went our separate ways. I'm living my best life, whatnot, or whatever. And then finally one night he calls, and I'm listening to the voicemails and stuff. And he said,
I was leaving voicemails?
Oh, you was leaving tons of voicemails.
I was leaving. You mean to tell me I was leaving?
He calls and he's saying, you want to come back home, whatnot. So I said, I'm not even calling him back. I'm going to get in my bed and I'm going to bed. Y'all, I couldn't. God wouldn't let me. God said, you're going to sit up and you're going to call him. You're going to hear him out. Before I could have picked up the phone to call him, he called me. I said, oh, man. I look at the phone. I said, now you call. I'm not answering the phone. God said, yeah, you're going to answer the phone. You're going to hear him out. So I answered the phone, and when I answered
I'm hitting with the Bible scriptures, y'all.
When I answered the phone, I hear rain. So he said, he said, what you doing? I want to come home. So I said, what I told you, you know what you need to do for you to come home. He said, I'm ready. Y'all, I said, I'm about to hang up the phone. All of a sudden, Chris just started quoting me, like telling me why he could come home, using scriptures from the Bible, saying, this is what I read, this is why I know I need to be a man, this is why I know that you are my wife, this and that. And I'm like, now I'm turning over to the side. Now I'm ready to listen to it. Because you got my undivided attention. You got my undivided attention. I was never going to tell him, Chris, you need to stop messing around with all the women, then you could come home. Because that was something that he had to do. But the thing he needed to do first, and I knew, was he needed to get in his Bible and get a closer walk with God first. So that way God can guide you, because if I'd have taken back listening to him say, I'm not going to mess around no more, 3 years from now or 6 months from now, I'd have been right back in the same situation all over.
I had to do it for myself.
He had to do it for himself, and he had to want it. Now, all the while we were separated, I never stopped praying for him, because, like I told y'all, I seen what was in him. He just had to see it for himself. He had to pull that king out for himself. I didn't want to live with the drugs no more. I had children. I wasn't taking no chances of the laws running in my house. I didn't want to be walking out in the streets. Not that I cared, because I didn't care what nobody thought about me. I did what I wanted to do. I stayed with my husband, my boyfriend back then, because that's what I wanted to do. Every woman out there made that decision. And that's what a lot of us women have bad, because we knock the woman down when we see that she hurt. A lot of us, for me, I used to tell Chris all the time, I would never cheat on you. I would leave you first. And the same thing is today. The same thing is today, because at the end of the day, it's not about what you think about me or what everybody else think about me. It's what my Heavenly Father Heavenly Father is going to say about me. I could never sit up there and cheat on somebody. And for the thing for me is, I could have never messed with a woman's man and put the woman through the same hurt that I went through. Because you know why? I've experienced that hurt. I had many a nights to where my pillow was soaking wet. I had many a nights to where I jump up out of my bed and I'm in the vehicle or calling the cab, going to pull him from out of a female's house. You know, many sleepless nights. You know what I'm saying? You know, and to where I almost lost myself. And it was like, it's like once at that moment, I'm starting to hear my mother-in-law words. I'm starting to hear what my aunt saying. Chris is a good man. Just get it out of him. Just get it out of him. Don't stop praying. Don't stop praying. Don't stop praying. And that's what I did. Those things is what I did. Because for me, he had to see it. I understood what my mother-in-law said when she whispered that in my ear. I had to back away from him. I had to let him go. It wasn't easy. It was hard. I had to let him go and let him go out there and see for himself. If the grass is green on the other side, you can get if you think you can get what you can get from me with all these other women, when you coming back and bringing me, telling me some things about them, the streets is coming back and telling me certain things about them. You got a woman that's at home that barely probably went clubbing maybe twice a year.
Well, I was
clubbing. Probably went clubbing twice a year. You always came home to a home cooked meal. You had food on the stove, but you showed up or not. You know, you ain't had to worry about nothing. Fine, go. And it took for me to let him go and go see if the grass was really greener on the other side.
You know, all of that, what she is saying, and I'm gonna say, it wasn't me changing, wasn't just for me. I done it for me, but my family benefit from it. Not just my wife and children, my brothers and sisters, everybody, the community, everybody benefit from it. And I'm not saying I'm perfect. We not saying we perfect. Mr. Chris, I was telling your wife, I went to school with one of y'all.
Oh, Chris, oh my God.
Oh,
I was at Alice Boucher.
Oh, it was at Alice Boucher. Okay.
He was a different.
He was different then. Okay. Chris Griffin. So, where is it? I promise, a living testimony. This truly will help someone. Yes. And you made me think about this. All of the bad things that I was doing, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I was clowning and laughing and playing, but yeah, everything she's saying is 100% true. Everything she's saying is 100% true. And me changing my life for the better really, really shocked me. I knew I could do it, but to actually see it. And look, we got problems. we not on here to make people think we don't have no problems. We got problems. We got problems. I'm telling y'all right now. But yeah, he not. Yeah, he not quiet.
Be quiet.
Yeah, he been being quiet. Yeah. But changing my life. I went to a studio one night. Shout out to Titan. Titan had his first studio. I went to a studio one night, and they had a worship warrior in there. Now, this man, I'm still messing with this one, messing with that one, and I had a few. Not too many no more, but I was at my decline of messing with all kinds of women. But all of a sudden it just came out of, and I told a worship warrior, I'm tired. He said, what you mean you're tired? He said, I said, I'm tired messing with all kinds of women and sleeping with women. He said, well, look, okay, I'm gonna start praying for you. He used to play football, 200. Yeah, he used to play football too. He said, he said, what you tired of? I said, I'm tired of messing with all them women. I said, I want to get married and just change my life. He said, look, now this before me actually, I knew of God. Yeah, I knew of God, but I didn't know God. He said, look, I'm gonna start praying for you. From here on out, every time you have sexual relations with those women and you're not married, you're going to feel convicted. Man, I don't know what this man is talking about. I just told this to my man, to this man, and this man started telling me that. I leave from the studio. I go home, I do my thing. Man, I'm so confused. Right afterwards, I'm confused, my stomach turning, I got a burning sensation in my chest. Look, every time until I got married, that's what happened.
And even after we got married, it still wasn't easy, y'all. And it's still, don't think this. This is the most stubbornest person I've ever met in my life.
Never.
Oh my God. And today, like you used to say, I want my old girlfriend back. I want the quiet girlfriend back. The girlfriend that, okay, Chris, what you want me to do? That's the girlfriend I want back. I tell them all the time, she long gone, baby.
Hey, listen, y'all. Listen. Okay, now, when we first started talking, now, when I started selling the little drugs, it's ain't funny about. I can buy a little something now. The first time, it was all right, man. I could probably get in the dollar cinema. I could have do a few things like that, but I couldn't buy her no little $100, $200, $50. I couldn't do that. This time, after them 6 months, when she left the transfer schools and everything, this time I'm selling drugs so I could buy something. Y'all, oh no, I don't want nothing. You sure you don't want? We in the mall. You sure you don't? No, I don't want nothing. No, I don't want. I want that woman back. But guess what she told me? Look what she told me. That was this a front?
Oh, I just want some sandals. That's fine. It happened like that about 3 times, and then after that,
man,
bit of money.
Man, listen. So y'all, we had to come up on here, y'all, and let y'all know, Facebook is all about good things. People portray.
It's not just about good things.
No, but look, people put their life on Facebook and make it look like they're just super ballers, and it's all good. It's fairy tale land, right next to Peter Pan. But we have to come up on here and let y'all know, no, life is not always peaches and cream. And I'm gonna tell y'all right now, if she rocking, I'm rolling. If I'm rocking, she rolling. Look, one thing I'm gonna do, if she do something wrong, I'm gonna walk away and just be quiet. If I do something wrong, she finna hit the roof.
And one thing is, black love still exists.
Yes, man. I
Don't
love you.
be so. I love you too, dear.
Yes.
Don't be so quick to give up.
No.
Don't be so quick, because anything good will never come easy.
No.
It's gonna take a little bit of pain.
Yes.
It's gonna take a little bit of fight.
Yes.
Don't give up so easy. And like I said in the beginning, everybody talking about Tyler Perry's movie, Divorce in the Black, which I thought was a pretty good movie because it was a message in there. And this is what I'm gonna say to get to the message. She thought she was doing right by being with a man that was not only tearing her down emotionally, but physically and mentally. They spitting on me? Ain't no way in the world.
Oh,
No way in the world. Slapping me across a counter, that ain't gonna work for me at all. So she thought her mama was like, her mama said, basically pray. If you're in a relationship and you're being physically abused, mentally abused, and emotionally, and you can't take it, and especially physically, y'all, a man should not be putting his hands on a woman. That is not love.
And a woman should not
that is not love.
Vice versa.
I have watched my mama coming up by two of my siblings' dad put their hands on. And I always would say to myself, I'm never ever gonna put myself in a situation to where my kids have to feel defenseless and be in a situation like that to watch their mama have a man beating on her. That's not right. That is not right. Women, that's not love. That is not love. Now, I say this all the time. They will say, you're dumb for staying and cheating. You cheating. Go do you. You're dumb for staying and cheating. My body is my vessel. It's God's vessel. I'm not finna go out there and sleep with Tom, D, and Harry. No, to try to prove a Pearl. Hey, Sister Pearl.
Hey, Sister
to try
Pearl.
to prove a point or to try to play get back, because I'm still not getting what I want. After I go lay up with somebody, I'm still coming back feeling the same way, voiding what I'm doing. Still fitting to get up on the road and go look for Chris. You understand what I'm saying? Still feeling void. But like I said, I saw the king that was in the inside of him. So when it came time for everything to fall, should I take him or not? Y'all, I weighed out my good. I weighed out all the good we had together, and I weighed out all the bad. The good, I weighed. And like I say, marriage, when we got married, it still wasn't easy. It still was rocky, but we fought through it. You know what I'm saying? He gave me a chance to get out and be on my own. You know what I'm saying? Like I told y'all, I felt like I was living my best life. So now I'm a little rough around the edges, and he's a little tender. So now we clashing. We like a dog and a cat.
Man, it was like Clash of the Titans.
Now we growing up, got married. We don't want to argue in front of our kids no more. So what we would do is we would jump in the car and go sit on the Cormorant parking lot, and we would go argue on the Cormorant parking lot.
You're not supposed to open that door.
And I know the sisters in there would be like, this link can stay over here. It stays over here.
Y'all listen. We listen. We cursing each other. We cursing each other on the Carmelite parking lot.
God got us through, y'all. God has. I can tell y'all. The love. It's God in love is what got us.
Yes, and look, listen. Let me tell you this. If a person is telling you to leave your spouse, and you look through their life and their love days, leave that person alone.
Mm-hmm.
Get clean away from that person. Get clean away from that person. Because don't tell me to do something that you're not willing to do.
Mm-hmm.
That's not how it goes.
Nope.
No, that's not. No.
And y'all might see me at events. He might be over here, and I might be way over there to work. Some want to be up under me, and he'd be like, "Oh, Chris over there talking to this female. You see, they had a girl came in the store. Let me tell y'all something. I don't worry.
at all.
That young naive girl is long gone. I'm not stressing myself out behind it. And trust, yes, I do trust him today, but I trust God more.
Amen.
I trust God more. I trust the fact that when I got down on my knees in 2008 and prayed and asked God to do what he wanted to do with this relationship and he sent it back, that he sent it back right. And I believe that he did. So no, he can jump up in the vehicle, he can leave. I trust that he's gonna come back the same way that he left. He can go to the club by himself. I trust that he's gonna come back the same way that he left, and vice versa with me. Trust plays a major part in the relationship as well.
Yes.
No, I'm not fitting to sit up here and say, well, you came in 30 minutes late, you came in here 2 hours late, where you was. No, I'm not, because I fail to believe if God want me to notice, if you're doing something, he's gonna put it in my face like every other time.
When she leaves and come back, soon, like while she if she called me, she on the phone, we fixing to do this, we fixing to try to do this, we still gonna make things happen. If something work, we rolling with
That's
it.
right.
If something don't work, we rolling with it. I'm not finna tell her, hey, that's her fault that we lost this, that's this amount of money, that's her fault we didn't go through this, that's not her fault that this didn't happen. If it don't happen, that's our fault.
Mm-hmm. So y'all love up on each other.
Yes.
Pray with each other.
It's time to get back to love.
And don't wait for one person. A lot of times in relationships, it's I want you to fix you first. All the while I wanted God to fix Chris, God was telling me, you got some things that you need to fix too. You think you miss perfect, you got it all together just because you can quote some Bible scriptures or you know how to open up the Bible and you know how to do this. You got some things you need to get right too. And doing that split up, God put all that in my face. He let me see the things that I needed to get right with me, not just him. It wasn't just about Chris, it was about me too. So while he was fixing me, having me fix myself, he was fixing him as well. So pray for each other. Don't wait for your spouse to get right and say, I'm gonna get right. Because sometimes God trying to tell us too, you ain't all that yourself. Just because you ain't going to the clubs, just because you're not sleeping around doesn't mean that we perfect. It's still some things that God got to fix within ourselves as well too. And another thing, if you leave in one relationship just because one man did wrong or one woman did wrong, don't make it bad for every man and another woman that's gonna come into your life, because you'll never know when God is sending that one to y'all.
Well, neither bottom, no more sheets.
That's right. That's right. One man's mistakes, another man should never have to suffer for another man's mistakes, and another woman should never have to suffer for another woman's mistakes. Don't bring that baggage into the next relationship. If you're not ready, don't get into another relationship until that door is completely closed. Don't open up that door. Get yourself right first. Get yourself in a place to where you need to be. Because if God's sending you the next man, guess what? You're gonna mess it up. If God's sending you the next woman, you're gonna mess it up because you're bringing that old baggage into that new relationship.
You know, we got 6 more minutes.
And you managed to keep me on here for an hour.
You know, you should have known I was gonna keep you on the show for an hour. That's some good stuff. We helping our people. You know, like I said, we're not perfect. We don't claim to be perfect. We're giving y'all some tools that work for us. You know, eat the meat and spit the bone. When you're eating the chicken bone, you eat what's good for you and you throw away the rest. Take what's good for you and you feel that you can use from this live show tonight and put it in your life and help yourself. This is what I can see. When she first didn't respond to cutting up and screaming and hollering, I got scared. I've never been scared of nothing in my life before. I got scared because now I don't know what she's thinking. She's normally a person that speaks, and I know everything that she's thinking. But now she didn't say nothing, and she said, you see how you just talked to me, that went right. Wait, hold on. Nah, that's not gonna work. And I had to get adapted to that because I was so used to her snapping at me. And I can honestly say, y'all, we're not perfect, but guaranteed we're not gonna turn our back on each other, no matter what. We definitely not turning our back on each other. Listen, if the tires go flat, we roll it in that vehicle like the Flintstones.
That's right. That is right. I wouldn't give up on him regardless, even if it wasn't meant for us to be together. I'd still help him get his life together. Even if it was helping him get prepared for the next woman that God would have sent in his life. And reason being, y'all, is because I had kids with him. If he's in the right place where he need to be, and he has pulled a king out of him, guess what?
Pull it out of my children.
Pull it out of my 4 sons. And he could be the father that they needed him to be in his life. So it was never just about me. It was also about my kids as well. It was about what type of man that I know that I needed him to be for his family. And that's what we wanted. That's what we want to pull out. We want to speak life into our kings, our black kings. The society has already had them doomed since the day they came into the world. It was doomed. And just keep speaking life into your relationships. Yes. Keep speaking life into your marriages. I don't give a care if it's on the limb. Go to God. Go pray. More than sitting up talking to a friend. It's okay to vent, and it's okay to talk to a family member. But the most important thing is to keep that connection with God.
Yes.
Keep the connection with God.
Yes. Yeah. Y'all, you have to, but you have to. And look. I done saw her pray, and get us out of some situations. This ain't something that I just, so now here it is. And look, when we get off of this podcast, we gonna pray. We gonna pray. She gonna pray. She gonna do the prayer. Because I know without the Heavenly Father, we nothing.
And we definitely would not be here.
Oh, we definitely would not be here. We definitely, man, I'd have probably been in penitentiary somewhere. So y'all, look, we skipped a lot. We got 2 minutes left. We skipped a lot, y'all. But I'm talking about from aggravated armed robbery, $105,000 bond, she big and pregnant. 30 days later, $30,000 bond. You know you wasn't pregnant that time, right? When I went to jail? Mm-hmm. Damn. When I went to jail. So back to back, a $30,000 bond and a $105,000 bond, went to jail. I'm seeing this woman walking back and forth. Big stomach. So thank God. Yes, thank God. You never know what people are really going through. Don't put your mouth on people's marriage, because you never know what they're going through.
And a marriage is something sacred.
Yes.
It's the only person that a marriage is a 3-way cord. The husband, the wife, and God lead me. Yes. You know, we tend to butt in where we shouldn't. If somebody called me, one of my sisters called me right now that's married, and I just had one, I'm gonna listen. I am gonna listen. I'm not gonna say no, pack your stuff and leave, or pack your stuff and do whatever. If you need to get away for a while, for a couple of days, come. But you gotta go back home and see what's going on with your husband. Y'all gotta work this out or whatever. If y'all want to decide to separate, then you separate. You're not gonna separate or leave your husband on my terms. And if you do leave your husband, I'm still not butting in. That's still not none of my business. Until y'all get a divorce, if that's what y'all decide to do, that is none of my business. No, you can't bring another man to my house. Mm-hmm. No, you can't bring another woman to my house. That's just how I roll. You are still married. We are not having that. No, we're not. We're not. Because I wouldn't want somebody to do it to me. A marriage is something sacred. And regardless of what we say, it's going to be what God said it's going to be.
So, y'all, that's going to conclude
tonight's show.
Tonight's
of the
show.
Dream Chasers podcast.
Yeah, come on. Okay, well, look, I tell you what. Look, look, y'all. Listen, she always taking over. Y'all, she always taking over. So look. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna let her close it. Go ahead on and close it, B.
I just want to say, tell all y'all have a good night. May y'all night be peaceful. May y'all wake up tomorrow blessed, happy, full of joy. Go get it tomorrow and spread love. Go hug your wife tight, kiss your wife, hug your husband, kiss your husband, tell him y'all love him, because guess what? We not promised tomorrow, y'all. None of us know the day, the time, nor the hour that we're going to have to answer to that call. So regardless of if y'all mad, if y'all had a little situation going on, go be the first one to say, I'm sorry. Go apologize first. Hug your spouse. Tell them you love them. Good night, y'all.
Let's go. And that's a wrap on another episode of the Dream Chasers podcast. Thank you for joining us in the relentless pursuit of goals and sharing this space of motivation and growth. Remember, the path to your dreams is paved with persistence and hard work. Stay inspired. Keep pushing. And until next time, keep chasing your dreams. The Dream Chasers podcast.